Hello Internet, my name is Quinn and this is Blondie Hacks. Wait. So I was out to dinner with my family the other day, and I mentioned to the kids that I had 99 subscribers to the channel and that soon I'd have 100, presumably, and I would have to figure out something special to do and didn't know what to do. Well, my 17-year-old, being a bit of a smart kid, but a bit of a smart aleck sometimes, took out her phone and immediately subscribed to the channel, making herself the 100th subscriber and kind of forcing my hand. And I was thinking a little bit about what to do for 100 subscribers, which, is a nice little milestone. Kind of cool that people might be interested in, the same things I'm interested in, getting smarter, making things. And I thought to myself, well, the shop is kind of the center of activity for the channel, which makes sense. This is where I come to, learn and make and kind of intersect those two things. And I'm actually doing a lot of work on the shop right now. It's kind of a big project that I have gotten started on to give me more space. I'll show you in a minute. You can kind of get a sense a little bit of just how crowded it is in here. If you watch my shop tour video, I'll put a link up here. You kind of get a sense of it. And it's gotten worse since then. I've got a welder set up. I've got a bunch of other stuff that I've added to the shop that really, frankly, I'm just out of space. Now, it would help if I would clean. You can see my bench is a bit of a mess. But even when I go through and try to put everything away, I'm still pretty crowded. So an expansion is underway, and that's what I want to show you a little bit today about where I'm at with that, what the new space is going to look like, what the long-term plans are, and you'll be able to follow along as that project progresses. And at some point, we'll be in the shop, making things and learning things, and there'll be a whole new room or set of rooms for us to do that in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera and walk around a little bit and show you kind of where things are at now and what is left to do. Okay, I'm over here on the other side of the camera. Apologies for the wobbly camera if that happens. I don't have any kind of a Steadicam harness, but I wanted to take you on a little tour here and show you what's going on. So this is the current shop. If you've seen my shop tour video, as I mentioned, you'll recognize the basic layout. Probably the biggest difference is I now have a welder smack in the middle of it, a welding table. I'm doing some welding. And I think you can kind of see that things have just gotten worse in here. Yes, I need to clean up a little bit, but I can barely even walk through here right now. And so I've known for a while that I want more space. I mean, as I expand into things like metalworking and other things, I'm just going to want more space. And the long-term plan is to add an entirely new addition to the house. We've wanted to do that for a bunch of reasons, but the bottom level of that will be a 16 by 24 shop space for me, which would be about triple, two or three times what I have here right now. But I'm also going to expand into an existing room to give me some space in the interim. So let's go and take a look at that. So let's step outside the shop here. And one of the things you'll notice is that the basement is a complete mess, and that's because of the construction that we're doing. That wall over there is new. I just put that in. And it divides what was previously one large room that we used to watch TV into two. And let's go and take a look at that. So this room is been divided off from the rest of the rec room, and this will be my new office. I had to, or I chose to, I suppose, take out a sliding glass door that was there and replaced it with a window and a door. And we've passed inspection to the point of insulation, so I'm just in the middle of putting up the drywall. You can kind of see I've only got a little bit left to go. Everything else here is done. Don't look too close. Drywall's not my forte. I am hopeful that the few mistakes I've made there I'll be able to compensate for with mudding, which I have done before and I am kind of sort of okay at. I guess we'll see. Worst case, I can always hire someone to come in and fix it up if I make too bad a mess of it. But the idea is that this will be my new office. And so there is an existing office, which we'll go look at a second, that I'll be moving everything into. And then the existing office, let's go around the corner here to it. This will become new shop space. So I'm going to keep the existing shop space, the one we started out in, and then add more space by simply moving everything out of here. As you can see, I've got quite a bit of stuff in here. A bunch of it is overflow from the shop, so hopefully the clutter won't be quite as bad once I move to the new space. Yes, I do have some guitars. I play the bass a little bit. Not really an active pursuit right now. I've got too many other things going on. And this is my flight sim setup, which is pretty fancy. I'm not going to talk too much about that right now. That is a really interesting project, particularly the chair, which has motors in it. That's all I'll say about it right now. That's something that I think we'll see on the channel at some point when I get a chance to work on it again. So part of the motivation here is that right underneath my desk currently, about there, there's some bad plumbing. And there's a pipe that has a sort of a low spot in it, maybe even a break. And about once a year it clogs up pretty bad, and we have to hire someone to come in and fix it, and it's pretty expensive. So we know we're going to fix that. That means digging up the floor in here. And so I thought, well, okay, we know we're going to do this shop renovation, this new addition with it'll include new shop space. Be good to kind of do it all at once. And actually, having gotten a quote for the work to repair the pipe that's underneath here, I'm going to do that myself as well. I've done that sort of thing before. One complication is that everywhere under the floor here in this level is asbestos tile. So we'll need to make sure we get that abated and take care of that safely and properly. So the plan is to finish the drywall in the other room, move my desk here out into that room, everything else in this out of that room, pull the floor up, go through, fix the plumbing, and then expand into this space so that this will be the second room for the shop. Now longer term, through this wall out back will be that new addition. And so when we do that, the existing shop, the one that we started out in, will become storage, which we really need in this house. For the size of house we have, we don't actually have a whole lot of storage. And then kind of out that window, maybe we can kind of take a look. But through here, and this will become an entryway into that space. So right now we have space under the deck, a good portion of this down to about where the stairs are there. And then the other way, you know, just a little past right there where the heat pump is, that will become new shop space. And that'll be a pretty nice big room that I'll be able to expand even further into, and really looking forward to having that. It's a bigger project though. First thing is to start out by getting the new office space drywall mud done, get it painted, then I can move all this stuff in there, pull the floor up in here, fix the plumbing, move into this space, and go from there. So quite a bit going on. Turn this back around. So quite a bit going on with respect to the shop. It is, of course, taking away time from all the other things I'd like to be doing, but I do enjoy building, and been kind of enjoying getting the new office space set up. The drywall is, like I said, not my forte, but you know, we're kind of seeing the finish line, so I'm looking forward to having that done before too long. So hopefully that gives you some idea. Obviously a lot going on here. When it's all done, there will be a lot more space, and of course there'll be some new toys in it as well. In fact, as a last little thing, out here you may have seen as we walked by, this box from PrimeWeld. In addition to the welder, I also got a plasma cutter. Plasma cutters are super cool. I've never used one before. This one just showed up. I haven't even turned it on yet, but really looking forward to getting it fired up and cutting through metal. I have an interesting project that I'm sure I will document on the channel and show people. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so that's the tour. That's the plan. That's the idea. More space, more toys, more fun things to learn and to make. So looking forward to sharing that all with you as it comes to fruition. Till next time, hope you're out there getting smarter and making stuff too. Bye-bye.